Welcome to another episode of Breaking Boundaries. We're back.
What up?
What's up, dog?
Fucking.
Are you comfy?
There we go, dude. I'm short as fuck.
You
So
okay?
like, if I don't put a
Bro?
if I don't put something behind my back, my fucking feet are off the ground when I sit on this couch.
I noticed that when we first started, and you're like, no, I can't sit over here, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Fucking the joys of being a short dude.
Trying to tell my son he's mad because he's so tall, but I'm like, dude, you're blessed, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, he's blessed.
You know, you're blessed, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah. Everything's harder when you're short as a dude.
Yeah.
Especially getting fucking women.
Dude, that's what I'm telling my son.
Yeah.
I'm telling my son he should be like super grateful, bro. Like that's you know what I mean? Because as white women's one, well, we don't want to go too much into it, bro. we don't want to bring you down. But you've accepted the fact you're short, right? And you got. But the thing when you're shorter is you can get bigger quicker, bro. If you really stick at the gym, because you have it's easier for you as taller guys, but it's a longer process to get bulky.
No, not really.
The gym, yes, it
It's
is.
the same,
Because
dude.
that's what my son's upset about being so tall because he doesn't fill out like other people that are shorter. He doesn't have the body type because he's so lanky. So, yeah, bro, be grateful for sure. Okay, what are the benefits?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, like, what? Okay, let's change the subject.
Yeah, there's not really any benefits.
There's not.
Honestly, there's fucking really not. Like I've spent time like truly thinking about that. Like, yeah, dude. Like it's harder to get chicks, but like at least there's no at least, dude. Like,
I'm sorry, bro.
seriously.
But I get what you're saying. But at least you don't have little man complex. I know.
No, I don't. I don't.
A lot of people have little man complex. So at least you don't have that.
Yeah, I don't.
You know?
I don't. No, I don't care, dude. I'm happy as the person I am.
You just hang out with big people, bro. That's what one of my best friends, his nickname's Shorty, and fucking and that's it. And he always just has big old fucking dudes as friends.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He always go around starting shit too. And
I guess one of the benefits is like, not so much anymore, but growing up, like it was easier to get people to feel sorry for me. Like, like just, I don't know, just being short, like people want to feel bad for you.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, you're not that short, are you?
Yeah, I'm fucking short, dude.
I probably see you as tall as taller person.
I'm 5'4". I'm about as short as like a normal dude can be without being considered
a legal midget.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use that word anymore.
Oh.
It's little people.
Oh yeah, and you're not allowed to call pedophiles anymore. When we were under the Biden administration, they were
exactly.
What were you supposed to call them?
They're minor attracted people.
Fucking insanity, bro. I don't want to go too deep on that conversation either, bro. But because Biden is in the trash, he caught cancer.
What did you do?
Biden caught cancer.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Got cancer.
I did not hear that.
And Trump's like, "Oh, we're so sorry." Not, bro. What about the crypto market, dog?
Yeah, bro.
Bitcoin hit 111,000.
Fucking insanity, bro.
But dude, there's crazy people saying that it's going to go to like 250,000. I don't know about all that. Trump said a month ago or a month and a half ago when the tariffs were coming in and everybody's like freaking out because it crashed the shit out of the market.
Yeah.
Trump said it's going to be phenomenal to buy stocks and crypto now.
Yeah.
Told everybody. So,
and it's proving to be that way, bro.
Yeah, I think the rest of this year is going to be good year, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, I've been sick as fuck. You've been out of town. How was Miami?
Dude, Miami was, man, it was an experience, bro. It was, every trip I go on, dude, I level up. Like I learn something from every trip. It's been that way the past 6 months. I've been just like having these major epiphanies and life lessons I've been learning. But when I went to Miami, dude, it was, God, it was gorgeous, bro. I was on the plane I was up all night. I took a night flight and it's like a 3 or 4 hour time difference over there, man. I got in at like 5 a.m. Went and met my friend, that we know that had already flew there the day before. and went to the beach, dude. And the water's so clear, bro. You could see to the bottom of it. You know, it's just gorgeous. And so what they talk about in Miami, and like I was watching a bunch of people about Miami before I went there, that you're just from living there, because of the energy of Miami, your income will take a massive lift off. Right. And so I experienced that. The 5 days I was there, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. Crypto markets going up. Both my businesses, I'm getting calls and referrals for, dude. I was like, this shit is true.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's the energy of Miami, dude. And it just like, because I mean, out there too, it's hustle or bustle, dude. It ain't cheap to live. And you're nobody if you don't have money out there. Right. So people are just hustling and busting. Like and everybody's fucking beautiful out there, bro. Everybody's beautiful. There is so much plastic surgery. You can't even run into a chick there that doesn't have a BBL, bro. I'm telling you, BBLs everywhere, dude. It's all you can see everywhere. My son would have loved it there. You know what I mean? So yeah, feeling that experience, bro. And I went on a yacht, dude, like a $3.8 million yacht, and just nothing but Ferraris and Rolls Royce and Lamborghinis everywhere, dude. And so I went and felt the full experience, man. And pretty much just like whenever I go anywhere, it's just like to absorb the energy, you know? And that's what I did. And it leveled me up. It leveled me up the way I think of things, my goals, what I'm looking at in life, right? It majorly leveled me up. I love Miami, dude. Oh, and then, you know who Pickens is? Pickens is, I think he's a wide receiver for the Steelers, but he just traded for the Cowboys. Okay. So like, I didn't even know. I don't even watch sports. But so we're down at the yachts, and we're down on the yachts. And then we come back from, it was just random because we were having dinner down in South Beach on the water right there. It's a super popular place in Miami. It's where all the tourists go and stuff. They got clubs and Italian restaurants and all that shit. So we're having dinner down there, and we walked back, and then we went down to the yachts to go on the yachts and stuff. And we're walking out, and then my friend is like, oh my God, starts freaking out, right? Yeah. And there's this dude, this tall black dude, right? And like these other couple people or whatever. She's like, I know who you are. And getting all crazy, bro. Like wild excited, dude, right? And I'm like, look, I'm like shaking my head because dude's like, oh, you're tripping. What are you talking about? So I thought she was tripping. I didn't even know. She's like, no, I know. You just traded. And he's like, yeah. So Pickens from fucking, we just ran into him, you know, randomly down there, you know? Which I don't know. I didn't even, you know, like I didn't even shake his hand, but like, I don't even know, you know, like the only person and Andrew Tate lives down there. So I wouldn't have acted like that, but I would have. I would have, you know what I mean? I would, if I would have ran into Andrew Tate, bro, I'd been like, what's up? That'd be cool. You know what I mean? I would have FaceTimed my son, dude. He would have loved that. Yeah, no shit. But Miami was an awesome experience, bro. I didn't want to leave, dude. And I'm ready to go back on vacation. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna go back on vacation next week. I think I'm gonna go. That's where life's at, dude. That's how I was. I was either working with my kids or on vacation. Right. In the last 6 months, I haven't been doing any of it, so I'm going back to vacation again, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Like I said, it's so when you live in one place, dude, like, and you go, it just people that travel like to other countries and stuff for the first time, man, they just come back and they have a whole nother outlook on life. Yeah. You just realize there's so much more out there than the little bubble that you live in, the vicinity you live in, you know? Yeah. For sure. So yeah, I was being sick. Fuck yeah, dude. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I got sick as fuck for like more than a week, dude. Literally, like, thought I was gonna die. Yeah, bro. Just like a series of fucking like illnesses struck over me. Fucking went through the worst fucking pain I've ever experienced in my life, dude. So I just fucking like, and I never get sick, bro. It's rare that I get like sick. Like, yeah, I might like catch a cold or whatever, but like never anything that like puts me in bed that like, you know, puts me out where I can't do anything. This time it was fucking bad, bro. And so I haven't really done shit for like over a week. But I'm starting to feel better now, but I'm still feeling it, but like today's like the first day that I've been like out of the house, actually like productive and like working all day, and I'm here, so fucking luckily I'm here, but yeah, I'm hoping that I can kick this and get rid of it, but I don't know what's wrong with me because I refuse to fucking like be seen by a doctor.
because I don't trust doctors, dude.
They're just not going to do anything.
I don't trust them. I don't trust hospitals. I don't think that they're out for, that they're out for our greater good. I don't, all they want is money. That's it. And I don't like giving my money to them. So I'm like,
still, you should have got
if
like
I
some
die, I
antibiotics or something. I mean, I don't go to the doctor either, and that's life or death, man. But
it might have been close to death for me. I don't know. Like, that's how shitty I felt, dude. But yeah, fucking, I thought about it, but I can't go to the hospital. I just can't do it. But I'm getting better, bro. And I'm back. I'm snapping back into action.
Yeah.
So it's good. Fucking right on, man. Well, I'm happy you're back. I'm fucking happy here that we're here filming.
Yeah, dude, me
ready
too.
to fucking get into this and fucking have some to say. It's been fucking 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
something
bro.
like that.
Yeah, and you know where my headspace has been lately. Like since I got back from Miami, I've been like in this like cycle of where does it end?
Mm-hmm.
Like this healing process, right? Like we've talked about it before. Like you think you're healed, and then some stuff comes up, right? But it's not even that. It's like they call it like tower moments, where you like flip out. I mean, this spiritual awakening process is like it's just gnarly fucking process, man. And like the last new moon, you know what I mean? I was like wigging the fuck, like the moons affect me, and all this shit, man. And it's like, and I'm looking at this this guy at the DMV that I know, but he, since I was a kid, but he like runs around the streets, he does drugs and stuff. And he's watching some like self-help thing, staring at it, watching it. And so it comes to a point like where, I mean, fuck, I've done enough. Like, where the fuck does it end? Like I've been in a point of being fed up, you know what I mean? With, healing this and fucking healing that. And, and yada, 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 and yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? And I've been like, I was like irritated, like yelling at God, this week, man, where I'm like, fuck, man, and some shit with my ex-wife, bro. And I like, and it affecting me. And part of it, like they say, like part of the, like, I think I've healed mostly everything, but I think there's still something there. Right. And you're supposed to forgive them. And I just don't have it in me to say that I fucking forgive them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so literally I'm like yelling at God this week, man. I'm like, where the fuck does this end? And why? I didn't pick this shit. I didn't choose to go through a spiritual awakening.
Right.
I didn't do anything to make it happen. It's something that's happening internally in my body that I can't fucking ignore.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why me? You know what I mean? And then, and that's where I've been at this week, bro. And like, what the fuck did I do to have, and they also talk about it, and me and my son talk about it, like, okay, these people are put into your life for you to overcome it. Well, I fucking chose this shit. Years of fucking, misery and being fucked with, you know what I'm saying? Like I chose this shit. And it's like, so anyways, I'm not trying to like complain about, but that's where I was. And then me and a friend talked about it, and I heard it from somebody online as well. You don't have to constantly be looking for stuff to heal. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to do. So when I started my spiritual awakening, I didn't try to go into a spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
I didn't try to get introduced into Abraham Hicks.
Right.
So why am I trying to fix things or to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's always going to be something more to heal. And it's just this endless cycle. And I'm watching this dude watch the video to where, and I'm talking to my yoga instructor last night, and she's like, she does this and she does that. And there's a point where you're getting strung out on this shit. You know what I'm saying? You get strung out on all that stuff, man. So the conclusion is that I'm good. Like I yelled at God, I'm not looking for anything anymore. Right. I'm just going to live my life.
Right.
And that's what somebody in the video said also, like they're going through their spiritual awakening process and, watching all these videos and reading all these books and all this stuff. And when they just stopped and started living their life is when the healing began, when the results showed. So me explaining all that and where I'm not in that headspace anymore. I'm just in the moment, living my fucking life, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get what you mean. It's tough though, because like when you start going through a process of healing and you start going through a process of going through personal growth, and like all these good things are happening through your spiritual awakening and your growth and your, everything that you're going through, all these good things happen. And like you said, you get kind of like strung out on it. And then you feel like, well, if I'm not actually trying to make these things happen, like these things aren't going to happen. Right. And I think like that's the scary part about it. Right. Because I'm with you. Like I get to points where like I'm burnt out because I'm trying to like, jump over all these obstacles and reach all these goals, that come out of my personal growth journey. And I'm like, I keep like searching for these dopamigenic feelings that I get,
feelings,
you know what I mean? Yes. From all of these things that I'm going through. And it's like, I feel like if I'm not putting that energy to like constantly searching for it, these things aren't going to come. And then I'm depressed. I'm feeling, lost. I'm feeling, I'm feeling down on myself because I don't have that personal gratification of like, all of these goals being reached. And it's scary to say like, I'm just going to live my life. I'm not going to search for it
because
anymore.
we feel like if we give up, that we're giving up. But now here's the thing though, bro. And this is why it all goes back to fucking Abraham Hicks, right? If you're trying for something, if you're pushing for something, you're pushing it away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she talks about it in some of her videos about you've wanted something for so long, but you're afraid if you let go of it that you won't get it. But really, if you let go of it, then you get it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's why I turn the point of why, and I forget too, of why just going back to Abraham Hicks and following that protocol is like where it's at, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so when I do that, and that's what I've been doing and just following that protocol again, and not trying to, but just living my fucking life, dude. Like living my life, man. And I'm at a place too where I like, we talk all the isolation and having to be by yourself and all that stuff. And I feel that I'm done with that part. I'm ready to be involved and have relationships and friendships and go out and help people, bro. Like that's another epiphany that I've had, and is one, just letting go and living my life, and then going out and helping others and be more involved with others. That's where I feel that my process, that's where I'm ready to step into.
How do you jump back into that though after like
there's nothing to jump in, you just open. I'm open now. So whatever comes in, I don't have to hide from everybody or hide from negative energy and hide from this or that. You know what I mean? There's been a bunch of, it's been years now of that, of staying, because I talk about it all the time, and I'm not saying that you not do it, but there's a point in the process where, okay, I can be, now I'm open to receive. Yeah. I'm open to receive, and I'm open to help others.
Yeah, no, that, and that's good. I, for me, if like, it took me so long to get to that point of like, I'm okay alone.
Right.
For me, I guess like my struggle, and believe me, I feel the same. Like I have like had this urge to like just want to be like more active outside of myself lately. Mm-hmm. But like the only way that I know how not to be alone is to be around people that take me back to where I was. Right.
And yeah, I get what you're saying. So we're in different. Yeah. We're in different different stages. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Nobody's is unique. So I get exactly what you're saying. That's what I would do, is that when I wanted to be around people or whatnot, I would go around those old people, because that's all I knew. Yeah. Like that friend of ours, and be going out and doing, whatever stuff with them. Right. And that, no, I'm not there. I'm not looking to go and be, so I'm just saying that I'm ready. Right. I'm ready for that.
Yeah. Because we were just talking about this before we started filming, and like, I've had experiences where like, cause to be able to do inner work and like, and reach that stage of like, where you really like, you feel that you're growing as a person, like you give up a lot, right? Like my life used to be filled with partying and drinking and smoking and like, living that life that I always lived growing up. And like, I had to give that up, right? To like become the person I am now and to like really grow. And then I hit those phases where like I'm like, you know, I just like fuck all this personal growth shit. Like I want to go out and fucking party. You know, like it's been so long since I've, you know, gone out and partied with people. Like I want to go do that. And then I go do it and it's not nearly as gratifying as I remember it being. And if anything, it's the opposite of gratifying. I get out there and I'm, you know, in a group setting and I'm like, fuck, I want to go home. You know what I mean? And so I guess I'm just not there where like I don't see something in the middle. Like it's either I stay on this path that I'm on and I stick to myself and I don't worry about anything going on around me and I keep traveling down my path, or I'm at the other extreme and I gotta be out there just fucking going all in or not in at all.
Yeah.
You know, and like I don't see that middle ground for me right now. I don't see that like middle ground of like I can be out in the world, but not on this extreme or this extreme. And it's tough, man, because I have to say, like, the personal growth journey, it does get lonely, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It gets lonely, and I've felt that a lot lately, and it's like I have had these urges to like just want to be doing something like different than what I've been doing the last year or whatever, and but it's like it seems like every time I try to like, you know, get back out there, I end up walking in that direction where
right, because
I'm
you don't know anything. Yeah, because you don't know anything else. Besides those people. So I get that too.
And it's not even those people. It's just like it's that life.
It's that life. Yeah, that's the only that was the only social life you had before.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I get that too. It's like drinking is so sociable. There's like nothing else to do but like go drink. I was talking to a friend of mine about it. It's like I don't want to drink. You know what I mean? But that's the only like sociable thing. You know what I mean? So I totally understand what you're saying, man, and I totally get it. And you can't enjoy yourself because you don't fit in with those people anymore, and you have a head full of good shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it just doesn't align with that. So I know what you're, dude. And I'm talking about being around people, but like, bro, the conversations they're fucking having, dude, and it's like I'm even at work today. You know, one of my guys called out, dude, and I had to go on a job, dude, and just like listening to people talk, bro, and it's just bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and it's hard not to, because I can see all the bullshit, you know, so it's hard to be around. So I get what you're saying, but I'm like around and it's like, it's all bullshit, dude, you know? So I get what you're saying. And I know I'm telling you, I'm in this place. It doesn't mean I be around those people that are bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I think, because, you know, we have this podcast and you were asking me like what my next big thing was. And I was talking, you know, I don't know if I told you about it, but there was a yoga studio. I was going to buy a yoga studio.
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I was thinking of it, man. And then I came up with this realization when I was on the trip, man. When I was in Miami, dude. I want to do men's retreats. I want to start doing men's retreats, dude. I think that's what I want to do, bro.
Like out there in the fucking cabins.
Like out there in the fucking cabins, bro, with scheduled yoga, meditation, breathwork sessions, journaling, working out, no phones, hiking, just men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they have those, and I think that's what I'd like to do. Whatever it is that I want to do socially, bro, I want it to be giving back. Because if what you're doing, right, and I'm talking about being around people again, involves helping people and carrying this message, dude, like that's something you're going to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something you're going to like being around. You're going to love being around. So I'm just at a place where I'm ready to give back. That's it, dude. I was at the gym and there was this dad and his son. Well, I thought it was his son. I guess it was actually his daughter, right? And they're working out together, but she has cuts. She's a cutter all over herself, man. You know, and I'm just like, and I'm looking at that and being a father, right? And like the kind of pain that father had been in and the kind of joy just from being there working out with her. You know what I mean? And just I just like registered like just so much involved in that, bro, with between the father and the daughter. Like I couldn't imagine the pain that he's going through, and just them being physically at the gym, you know? And why are they at the gym? Because the gym helps your fucking mental, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm seeing the father like smiling, you know, and he's just probably so grateful. They're okay. It just made me grateful, man, for my life. And I just really could feel like I wanted to go up and talk to them, but I didn't know like how to approach them, you know? But that's a fucking hard, like I gotta remember, dude, like I complain about the shit, and then I gotta deal with my kids and my ex-wife and stuff like that, bro. And my kids are, you know, lazy or staring at their screens all the time. But dude, I got it fucking good, man. Cause that's pain, dude.
Yeah.
When your fucking kids are involved, it's pain, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and some parents have to deal with, you know, some fucked up shit, man, that happens to their kids, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
And
definitely.
I have a friend, dude, his daughter was molested by her uncle.
Right.
And I watched him go through that, you know, and move forward through that. Like that's insane, bro.
Yeah. I growing up, I grew up. My best friend when I was a kid, his name was Eric, and you know, we grew up in the punk scene together, all into that fucking like crust punk fucking lifestyle, being out in the streets, getting fucked up, you know, just living without a care. And you know, and we grew up together. We ended up growing up all through our teenage years together. He was around when my kid was born. You know, he was one of the people that I remained friends with. And you know, and I remember he ended up moving away, and he got hooked on heroin. And I remember he ended up in the hospital with basically gangrene in his leg, and they were almost going to have to chop his leg off, and somehow they were able to get rid of the infection. And I was just thinking, and then like he came back to California, or to Southern California, and he did pretty good for a while, and his parents took him in and let him stay with them. And we're probably in our late 20s at this point. And, you know, and and he was doing pretty good. And then he met this chick, she had 2 kids, and then he knocked her up and they had a kid together. And basically, and then I didn't see him for a long time. He was supposed to get married. I was supposed to be his best man. And then his girl posted on Facebook, "Weddings canceled, family emergency." I tried calling him, couldn't get a hold of him. No one could get a hold of him. So then a year goes by, and then I find out so they have a kid together. I find out that they were staying at his parents' house. They leave his parents' house. She ends up being found dead in Los Angeles.
Who, the kid?
His girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they find her dead in Los Angeles. I have no clue where he's at. His parents took their baby and adopted the baby, and now they're raising that kid. And her parents took her other 2 kids, and they get them all together. So they save the kids. I didn't know what happened to him. And I talked to a buddy a while back, and I guess he saw him pushing a cart, out there pushing a cart. And, you know, you talking about parents right now. This morning, for some reason, I was thinking about this. And I was thinking about his parents, because they, you know, they were really good to me when I was young. I was over at their house all the time. They're always taking us out to eat. And I was just thinking about his parents and everything they did to try to, you know, take care of him and save him. And no matter what they did, he would just keep going back out to the streets, keep doing drugs. And I can only imagine the pain they go through. You know, yeah. I was thinking about them, and like, they did everything they could to like save him, and no matter how many times he fucked up, they'd take him back. And you talking about that daughter and her dad, that makes me think about them too, because it's like, you know, you're right. When your kids are involved, it can bring a lot of pain, man. And now I don't know for sure where he's at now. This was about 6 months, maybe a year ago, that my buddy told me he saw him pushing a cart. But yeah, man, it brings a lot of pain when it comes to your kids. And
yeah,
you talking about that made me think about that.
I used to tell my dad too, man, when I was a kid, I'd be like, how am I hurting you? Or how am I hurting the family? You know, but you are.
Right.
You know, but you don't think of it like that. You
don't. Yeah, especially when drugs are involved, right? Because getting high is the most important thing to you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, bro. What's going down? You said you took notes. What are our topics?
I already talked about all of the
What
things.
are our topics?
Bro, I already talked about them all. I mentioned every single thing in here that I had written down. In here.
Yeah.
Up to you, bud.
Yeah, man. I've been slacking on the gym lately, bro.
I can tell.
I've been fucking up.
Yeah.
And I'm making a pact to myself that
don't do that. Don't make a pact, bro.
With myself?
Don't. That you're gonna do it.
Well, not just the gym, but I have some changes to make, bro.
Yeah.
And I've gone through some things lately where, like, I've just realized how, like, because we talk about it all the time, what you eat so important, working out so important. You know, there's all these things that are important, and like I've slacked off on some of those things lately, and it's amazing, like how quickly giving up on not giving up, but like, you know, slacking off on things affects me. Before I started going to the gym, it was so hard to get to that point where I made it a habit, and getting rid of the habit is so much quicker than starting the habit, bro. And so I've been going through it mentally, dude, and fucking it's time, dude. It's time to fucking man up, bro. So yeah, this weekend, bro, fucking I'm going grocery shopping. I'm fucking changing my diet. I'm getting my diet better. I'm fucking back in the gym. I'm fucking doing it. I'm getting over this sickness. I'm tired of this fucking sickness, dude. And I think that slacking off on some of that shit is the reason that I was so easily able to get sick, you know?
Absolutely, dude. It has everything to do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude, that's why I don't stop. You know, that's why people are like, oh, why are you doing so in the gym and this, that? And especially like the Stairmaster, bro, because as soon as you stop one day, 2 days, dude, and it's so easy to like, to give up on it. It's super easy.
I haven't stopped. I just haven't been consistent.
Yeah.
And the consistency, though, is where it's at. Yeah. It's like you can do something every now and then all you want, but like until you get the consistency, like there's really no, you know, positive effect from what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's where I'm at, bro. I think because like I was working out, right? And then like when I like got really serious into the gym, I'm working out, and that changed my life. And like I realized how important exercise is for like my mental health as much as my physical health, and how important diet is for my mental health as much as it is my physical health. And then all these other things started happening. I started, you know, diving more into my personal growth journey, and I started, you know, it went beyond just going to the gym. It went beyond just eating, you know, a balanced diet, and you know, my meditation got a lot more frequent. My, you know, everything that I've done to go through this personal growth journey started happening. And you know, you get so far down that path, and now these are the things you're focusing on, where, you know, at first it was just the gym I was focusing on. Now I'm focusing on all these other steps that I've taken to get where I'm at. And it just reminds me how important those first steps were to continue as much as the steps I'm taking now, right?
And yeah, because and here's the thing, and this is again what Abraham takes, the better you feel, the more you want to do good things.
Yeah.
So the gym makes you feel good. Then you want to eat right. Then because I know when I'm going to the gym, dude, my meditation's good or whatnot, I don't want to fucking watch TV. I don't want to look at TikTok. Yeah. I don't want to fucking go eat shitty food. I don't even want to eat. I don't even want to eat, bro. When I'm in a high vibration, I eat way less, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't even have, attraction for any kind of shitty food. So like the
Right.
better I fucking feel, the more good things I want to do.
Right.
You know, and they talk about that too. Like, you know, I'm talking to a friend of mine and it's like, they don't want to do things for themselves in their body. Like, this is your temple, bro.
Yeah.
Right. And we treat this like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And this is the thing carrying us on this earth, man. And we put it last.
Right.
Right. And when we're not showing love to and that's not showing love, you know, eating shitty food, not working out, not exercising, you're not loving yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and we talk about it constantly, dude. It's about fucking loving yourself, bro.
Yeah.
And you fucking feel amazing, dude. I love to feel good, man. Me personally, I'm like stepping back from the gym a little bit and focusing on my career and stuff like that more lately, because I would put the gym first in the morning and like before everything, you know, and that's a 3-hour process between driving their time at the gym and everything else. And then I'd be tired when I came back and et cetera, man. So I'm starting to put like my finances first, right? It's like summertime. I'm feeling good, dude. They're like, I've had all winter of slow time and working on myself time and this and that. And like, I'm pumped, I'm ready. And I'm ready to just get out there, man. That's just what I've been doing.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. 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 And that's, you know, and I think I sort of did the same thing where I started focusing more on these things. You know, at first it was the gym and eating a good diet. But then all these other things started happening, meditation, focusing on my career, all these things that, you know, there's just so much I'm trying to do. And so I started focusing more on these things. And then I realized that, like, I still, like, yes, it's fine to maybe put a little more of your focus over here, but, like, I can't just forget about where I started.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what fucked me up was like I got so far to where I'm like, well, now I only need to worry about these things.
Right.
Right. And I stopped worrying about where I started at. And you can't forget your roots. You can't forget the things that you started doing to get here.
But you see, these are all just, there's the important thing is not beating yourself up about it. Right. And there's seasons for everything, right? Like you see, you know, you're doing your self-help stuff. We started this podcast, you know, I watched you manifest some serious things into your life, some things that you've never had before, some things that you've always wanted, you know, and then I have seen some negative thing happen after that you never wanted and you couldn't imagine happening. Right. And then, you know, I see you getting sick, you know, and this, that, and you're falling off your these are all just fucking, dude, these are, and I'm saying this from a place where I get it now, but when I was in it, in your place, you know, but there's just seasons for everything. Yeah. So now you've acknowledged it. You've gotten sick, right? And that's what the sickness did. Remember I was telling you, like when you get sick, it's like you're upgrading. Your body's getting ready to upgrade. You're upgrading for a new move. I just heard this and I do believe it because I think that sickness was the final push. We were like, okay, I'm going to eat right. Da, 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 da. It did that to me too when I got deathly sick at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I was telling my friend it was because I had been unhealthy, you know, and I picked up some of those bad habits again. So that's it, man. It's just fucking seasons for everything, bro. You know, and so I think you're getting ready to, with the other thing happening, you being sick and you acknowledging all this stuff. I think you're getting ready to level up again too, man, and continue in this process. But we all fall off, dude. The important thing is not beating ourselves up about it. Because the more you beat yourself up about it, dude, the more you stay down there. You know, and another thing, like I said, at the first show ever, you can read all the books you want. You can watch all the podcasts you want. But until you take some action, bro. So taking action. That's why when you said, oh, I'm making this promise to myself or whatever, whenever I do that, bro, I don't end up doing it.
Yeah.
So I just do it immediately and fucking, I'll do it tomorrow. If you make it a life mission in your life to never ever say I'll do it tomorrow,
right.
Even if you don't just never fucking say it, bro, because tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and I do it myself, dude. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, do it right now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. I agree. I think the reason I say that is because, like, well, for me, it's just like a matter of like the time itself. There's just not enough fucking time in a day, and like. But there is. You just have to balance. You have to balance. No, there is. You just have to balance. You know, you just have. I'm just saying, like, I can't, like, right now. I'm not gonna drop what I'm doing and go to the grocery store and spend an hour going and buying. Right. You got to. You also. I mean? You also work. I don't. Yeah. So I don't have that understanding because I don't work. I don't like. I have my own schedule. Yeah. You know, and so that's what other people too. They're like, oh, but you have. Oh,
that's the conversation that I had with a friend of mine, and they're like complaining about their lives and everything's going on, right? Oh, this is what they're saying. You know, if everybody, and I'm telling them, they're sitting there telling me, well, you know, the kids aren't doing this, and this is going on with my project, with my job, and the fucking workers didn't do this, and da 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 da. And I go, yeah, if everybody would just act and be how you want them to be, then you could be happy. They're like, yeah, that's how it is. I go, listen, I'm going to say it to you again. They go, yeah, you got it right. I said, hold on, I'm going to say it to you again. If everybody would act and do as you want, how you want, you could be happy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I grabbed them by their head and I'm like, do you hear how crazy that is?
Right.
Do you hear how fucking crazy that is? You know what I'm saying, dude? And, God damn it. What was my point about that, bro? I was just going to say right now, but what they said is they're like, yeah, but you have this time. I don't have time to just stop and meditate and this and that and da 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 da. True. And your situation's different. You have your kids at home 24/7. I don't. But my whole life that I have created the last 3 years has strategically been designed around my self-help and around my well-being. So everything that's structured, my businesses, as I've gone, my time with my kids have strategically been in place, putting myself first and my well-being first and my growth first. So that's why my life's like that. It's not just because I'm a business owner. It's because that has, from the fucking beginning, from when I had fucking nothing and I was sleeping in my car, starting my business, everything was designed to work around my spiritual wellness, my spiritual growth, and my body wellness. So that's why my life is like that. So when people say, that's how I made it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've talked about this and I'm way more successful from doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's hard to like, it just depends which, and I'm not talking anything about you. I'm just saying, because people are like, well, not everybody has, you know, this mind, not that mindset, or not everybody has these skills or that. It has nothing to fucking do with that.
Right.
I put myself first and I work on myself first, and then the other stuff comes.
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. No, and I totally agree. And it's like, yeah, like I can sit and tell you, well, you have all the time. I don't have all the time. Right. But that's the point, is like, my situation isn't the same as your situation. I have to adjust my situation to work for me, right?
Absolutely.
And it's like, I can't just sit there and say, oh, well, this person's able to do this because they have, you know, they don't have a schedule like my schedule, or they don't have to do the things on a daily basis that I have to do on a daily basis. And it's like, yeah, that's why I need to structure my life differently for me than you had to structure your life for you. Yeah. Right. And no, you're absolutely right. And like, if any of us want to grow, like, we have to sit there and evaluate our life and evaluate ourselves in this 3D world and say, okay, how do I set up my life to work for me?
Right. Yeah. But just saying that I can't and that this or that, because you have to be careful of excuses and fucking, and I can't and this, that. And the more you say it's not possible, the more it's not going to be possible.
Right.
You know, it's just little fucking steps, get into bed a little earlier, you know. And I know I'm talking from a place you're doing, you know, you're at work all day, man. And, so I absolutely understand that. And what I'm saying is crazy too, because I'm the only one that does it this way. There is no other fucking business owner or person that I fucking know, right, that puts all this time for themselves first.
Right.
I put hours a day, bro.
Yeah.
We're talking a minimum of 4 hours, 4 hours, solid 4 hours a day.
Right.
That I'm physical exercise, meditating, listening to podcasts, reading a fucking book. There's 4 hours a fucking day that I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I even get to a point too where like, God damn, you're wasting all this time. You know, why aren't you doing other stuff, you know? And so I feel like I'm at a level of breaking away from that 4 hours a day and putting my focus in other places. And I think that I'm not saying I'm healed and I'm not saying I'm fixed. It's always a journey, you know, but I'm ready to like live a normal life, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm ready for that. But you know, but then again, I'm so programmed to doing all these things too, you know? It's like my body's tired, bro. Like my body's fucking tired. I'm like, dude, your body's tired. But I literally do that too to stay out of this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because I'm constantly trying to stay out of this.
Right.
And like that video that we had watched, you know, like constantly trying to stay, you know, trying to ignore my head, you know, da-da-da-da.
Mhm.
And I just, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm ready to just be.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that for sure. I think going back to what you said about, you know, making excuses, if you just constantly make excuses, it's never gonna happen, right? And that's the thing, is like, if you want to better yourself, like, it doesn't matter what your situation is, though.
Yeah,
right? It doesn't matter what your situation is. If you want to grow as a person and you know, you want that for yourself, you'll find a way.
Yeah.
You know, but if all you do is sit and make excuses as to why I don't have time to do this, or, you know, I'm too tired to do that, or, you know, if you constantly make excuses, yeah, it's never going to happen. And I guarantee you there is a way to make it happen.
They're always
the excuses are what they are. They're literally just excuses holding you back from doing the things that are actually possible for you to do to better yourself, right?
But it's society telling you, I have to work, I have to focus on money. It's wherever you put your focus and your attention to, bro.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I have always been willing to just put myself first, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just have a lot of faith in everything, you know? But definitely, yeah, I'm at the point of, I'm ready to just live my life, man. And just super involved in business and work, man. And like diving deep into my work, dude. And just, I want to have fun, dude. And I want to laugh, bro. And I do want to have more relationships, you know? And, do more of that stuff. I also noticed myself too, is like, I'm fucking so serious. I used to be, everything was a joke to me before, and I became super serious, bro.
Yeah.
Like everything was a joke and everything was fucking, you know, so, and I still am, dude, but I feel like I've lost a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and you know what I did? And like I said, I was going through some tower moments this last week, dude. And you know, kind of wigging out, bro, and getting angry and stuff. And I took a shot at a friend of mine on Facebook. And it was like intentionally hurtful. And fucking, I was like, wow, dude, like I love the person and everything, you know, but I said something, and even though it was in a joking matter, I intentionally, like in the back of my head, said it to be hurtful.
Yeah.
And I was fucking surprising of me, dude. Like, I don't do shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I do not fucking intentionally want to hurt anybody's. Like, I will be sarcastic or joking, but it was just like an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
After I had said it, and then somebody else made a comment, dude, and like I intentionally did that, and I was like, wow, like what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? It was weird for me, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't play any fucking games. I don't try to hurt people. I don't nothing like that. And I actually intentionally did that. So like, where was my head? You know what I mean? I was going through a major fucking kind of tower moment at the time, dude, you know? So yeah, besides that, bro.
So was that a good experience for you, or was that?
I don't know. It's just the fact that I did it and I don't fucking do that.
Right.
So I don't know. I can't say like there's a lesson that I learned from it. But it was way out of character for me. Not that he took it like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like he obviously took it as a joke, but the fact that in the back of my head, I was trying to be hurtful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was that was wild, dude. And well, it just, I guess the lesson out of it was just kind of, there wasn't a lesson. It was just, that's how bad of a headspace I was in at the time, you know? So I can't say what the lesson was from it, but
because I can get there, like, because I'm similar to you in that sense, where like I don't really like throw shots at people, or like I can be really reserved at times where I don't like express myself. I don't express what I'm actually thinking, and like sometimes I can like do sort of the same thing where like I say something to someone, or you know, that is just out of character for me, but there's some feeling of like, fuck, I really stepped out of my comfort zone by doing that, you know, and like I like if I was in the same situation where I said something kind of hurtful, but it was, with that intention, but also coming, from somewhat of like a joking perspective, right? Like where normally I would have done that, wouldn't have done that. Like I can see myself doing that and being like, man, like, yeah, that was out of character for me. And it felt kind of good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To like,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think it was just weird. Just a weird experience for me. Cause it's not, dude, I take shots at people all the time in a joking manner. Like talking shit to people is fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I do that, but it was the fact that I noticed that my intentions were, I was being boastful and intentionally being hurtful. So, but anyways, summertime, bro. I'm fucking ready, dude. I'm ready to see you back on your journey and your diet and your fitness and your this or that. And this podcast, I think we're going to level up this summer, dude.
Yeah, we definitely are.
I think we're going to level up, man. I should have made, some more content in Miami. I made a couple videos, didn't edit them, whatever, when I was on the beach and stuff like that. And, but definitely going to be on some trips this summer, dude, and making some more content. And it's just going to be a good summer, dude. I feel like the year is just starting, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So this coming month, June, we will have been doing this podcast for 6 months. June 10th will be 6 months since we released the first episode 1.
Nice.
So that's kind of that's a milestone for us, bro. Right. So I look forward to, maybe doing an episode where we go and look back at this first 6 months of content, right?
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
See how we've grown and how we've developed this podcast. And, I out of everything I've done in the last year, by far starting this podcast is the biggest leap and the biggest achievement, right? I've always wanted to do something like this. I think you mentioned the same thing about yourself, and like we actually are, bro.
Yeah.
Right. And so
yeah, we're podcasters, dude. It's been 6 months, bro.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, bro. And yeah, it's summer and it doesn't feel like it should be.
Dude, it's fucking summer. I'm ready to rock right now, dude.
It is.
I'm hyped up, man. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe it's time we go out and start shooting some other content.
Yeah, it's overdue.
Start the summer off with it's nice and sunny outside and it's worth it to get out there and do some other stuff. You had an idea that I really liked for a video that we talked about, so maybe we go out and finally do that.
Yeah.
And my kid finally got his fucking driver's license the other day.
Nice, dude.
And he's about to graduate high school next week. So that's a big thing for me, fucking seeing this kid graduate, because there was a point where I wasn't sure if he was going to.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so he's fucking 18, finally drives himself around, about to graduate high school. And I feel like that's another like of course, like he'll always be my son and I'll always be his dad, but like him turning 18 and just kind of becoming an adult, I feel like that's just like, kind of like setting another path for me. It's
an
achievement, right?
It's an achievement,
and so like I feel like that opens up new doors for me to like focus on me a little more.
Yeah,
maybe.
And it closes.
Yeah.
Doors as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got some monumental stuff happening. That's a big deal, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we'll talk about finding some time to go out and do those things. I'm not sick anymore, so I do apologize that we haven't had a bunch of fucking videos coming out lately, but we will. I have a bunch of fucking shit chopped up. I just gotta go fucking edit it. And I'm a day late on this week's episode, but it's coming out tonight.
You guys motherfucking like, follow, share, and what is it? Share our videos.
Yeah,
share. Is that what it's called?
Share, yeah. And
share videos.
Subscribe on
YouTube. Yeah, I still need to make a video on my personal accounts and tell them, because some people are like, oh, they don't even know it's a podcast.
Right.
Like, and then people too are like, well, why'd you stop posting your videos?
Yeah.
Or somebody told me when I was there at the end, because that other time we had a pause in between, and he's like, I'm so glad you're posting your videos again. But yeah, thank you guys. let's change the subject. We appreciate all you guys' support, man. Tell your friends about it. Tell your mama,
Yep.
tell your daddy, tell your brother and your sister, tell whoever.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week.
Love y'all.
Later.
Peace.